This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, and that's my bucket from the dollar store that my shovels come with. And I used it for a guide to use my sidewalk chalk. Where's my sidewalk chalk? There's my sidewalk chalk. And I just basically swiveled my turntable around. And I'm hoping I can stay inside the lines. And I'm hoping my head doesn't get in the way the whole time. And I'm hoping this isn't as boring as dirt, but oh well, we gotta do it. And I want to fill in that circle and make a moon. And the only thing I can think of is to use the correct color. And I had some Mango Tago primary elements left. I kind of hope there's enough. And I'm wondering, I am wondering if there's enough. I have a little palette knife. I think I'm going to try that before I give up. So the paint was mixed with Vivid Polypore, or the powder rather, and it was pretty thick. So I threw some Floetrol in there. I didn't throw any water in, which I probably could have. But I know Floetrol is a paint leveler, paint conditioner, latex paint conditioner and leveler. And I know if I get any texture in my moon shape, everybody knows the moon has texture, so. It's just that now I want one patch of it to be fairly filled in adeptly at this point. And seriously, I may have to stop if I don't have enough color. But I'm thinking that this is going to work. I have some backup Tuscan Sun. Don't forget that there's a 20% off coupon for color art products underneath the video. That covered pretty well. I'm a little concerned about the marks. But I think if I just keep trying to smooth it somewhat, I should be okay. Now the reason I put this in the squeeze bottle is evident, or should be evident. Because I want to fill in inside my tree. And I did bring myself out some Q-tips, and I even got them damp, so that if I had a reason to pick up some paint, I could do that too. So I'm just using the point. Where's the camera? Where's my head is more like it. I think that one's outside my circle, so I'm going to pick it up. Although I could probably redefine that little branch there and fill in that edge. I want to use all my paint. I'm feeling okay about that so far. I want to put a little dollop here. I see a little shadow. I don't really know how much I need. I am working with a small amount of paint in that tiny little bottle that's kind of thick, so I'm leaving it on its side with hope that it will allow me to finish this. I think I'm going to, well, I'm not really cheating, but I want to. Let's put a few craters in our moon. That works for me. Also want to go back again it's nice working on a dry canvas. Let's put it that way. And I could definitely put a few highlights if I had extra paint left. I'm really tending to want to just fill in that other big side, so I'm sure I have enough. So far, I'm still hopeful. And I wonder how it's going to dry, because you would think the yellow would be sheer, but since it's so heavy, I have high hopes. Especially since I remember now, I put a drop of orange in. So I'm going to go from the largest spot in any given application to the smallest one. That might seem obvious, but it's worth saying anyway. Of course, you want less paint as you draw something out. That's working out pretty well. I may go back through and put a few dollops of paint in the end. On the moon face, or on the moon. I kind of like that. It reminds me of doing stained glass. I did stained glass in high school, and it looks like, that's what it looks like, stained glass. And it's very surreal and very stylized, so I have no expectation of perfection. I could definitely put any extra paint I have up a little higher in the tree, which I better not get distracted by, or I won't get my project at hand done. Which, like I said, might be really boring. And I'm looking forward to finding out if I have enough paint. Oh gosh, I hope I have enough paint. I missed a spot. Par for the course. I'll just steal a little paint for that. I thought I was going to be so exacting and recreate some better branch shapes in a couple places, like over here. That I remembered now. I don't even know if it's important that you fill in your spaces perfectly, because it's still going to give the same impression in my mind. And in a larger space, obviously, I'm going to have to go back and add a little bit more. But not an overabundance, because it's harder to get it up than it is to put it down. Nobody take that out of context. Please. I think I want some more right here. Oh, I almost dripped. I'm quiet because I'm focused, and I've said it before, and it's pretty much how it works. So I'll apologize for being quiet. Here goes the finale. Oh boy. Trying to be clever. It's looking like I managed to make it. It looks just like it's the color of an egg yolk. Well, depending on the egg yolk you're looking at, I guess. So I love you guys. I appreciate you inspiring the heck out of me regularly. I appreciate especially the donations that have helped keep me painting. Thank you so much. If you'd like to be somebody who's entered into the monthly drawing and check out the prizes at the beginning of the exhibition video I include on the end screen of this video in the last 20 seconds, then I wonder how it would work. To blow it around instead of spreading it around. I still think I need to use the palette knife. Definitely not the easiest part of this process. But it's fun, and I will erase my chalk mark after the paint dries. I'm not minding the texture. I do see a few bubbles, and I'm going to have to torch. Although they could look just like craters. That might be perfect. So where was I? Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links, all on my link tree. Legaller's clothing on the link tree. My Amazon link where my 2 books are, Because I Can and Unlimited Possibilities, that you'll see in the exhibition video briefly, on the link tree. I like how heavy that is there. I'm not sure I can go back over to the other side, but I do think the textural thing is a saving grace. As long as I'm floating that palette knife. And I kind of like the texture actually, so it's tempting to just keep playing. Well, that's that, I think. I'm going to blow it around a little bit with a straw. Which also seemed to be a good way to pop some bubbles. Don't worry if you get any paint on the dry parts. The damp Q-tip and the dry Q-tip will take anything off if you're careful. You should be able to wipe it right up off the dry canvas. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, saying thanks for coming. I post 7 days a week. I'm glad you're here. I hope you come again. Well, at least at the moment I post 7 days a week. You know what? I really just want to do what I did the last time I did a moon and outline some of my branches. Especially this one I was talking earlier about thinning out. Just modifying the shape. So what should I tell you? Please give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you shop my Amazon link, you help me out, and I really appreciate it very much. My email address is below Show More underneath the video. If you want to use it to inquire about the purchase of an artwork, that would be awesome. If you want to inquire about taking a class with me at the house in Spring Hill, Florida, that would also be awesome. That looks pretty much like I hoped it would. And I'm glad you guys are here to see it. If you have questions, feel free to ask me. My community board should show you tomorrow's video. I want to thank you guys for all the wonderful kind words and comments that boost my morale and keep me coming back, bringing you more tutorials. Just know it's all down to you. You help me be motivated to be here. So thank you so much. Also on the link tree, you're going to find Fine Art America, Pixels.com. My Facebook groups, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group, is for students. I do give lessons at the house in Spring Hill, Florida. I think I mentioned that twice. I'm going to torch really briefly, very briefly, so I don't gum up the moon, but I'm pretty satisfied with how that looks, and I really appreciate that you guys were here, and I will see you anon. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. Oh, spring clothing below the video, and Teespring, spring clothing, Pixels.com, Fine Art America, and Legalerist Clothing, all are places. If you can't find what you like among my work that's posted to those places, and you want to see something different offered there, it doesn't have to be clothing. It could be prints, all kinds of stuff. We can talk about it. Just email me and make a request, and I'll see what I can do to add it. I love you guys. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. I might have said that already. Bye for now. Happy New Year. See you anon. Hopefully sooner than later. Bye. Priscilla out.